Yes, it's Sunday the 4th of September, and I think you can probably recognise where I am. I'm at the boarded circuit, the exciting, the very exciting Tunbridge track. We've known here before that we've had some brilliant grass track racing. The Bonfire Burn-Up, of course, is the big famous international, which many of the riders competing today have already won. What an interesting lineup though. This is the second round. It's the final of the British Masters for 1994. The weather, well, we're keeping our fingers crossed. There's been an awful lot of rain. The track, we've had every single rider out here this morning looking at it. They just don't know what is the best thing to do. Hopefully they've all sorted it out. We'll see what happens in practice. But what really could we say? Who's going to win the British Masters? We know at the top of the sidecars, Roger Misa has a 3-point advantage. Is 3 points going to be enough? I really don't think so. There's 60% of the competition here today. They've had 4 rides. They've got 4 more qualifying rides, and then the points get carried through to the semi-final and final. Well, enough of me talking, because the solo class is exactly the same as the sidecars. We've got 2 riders equal on points. We then have got 4 riders just 2 points behind them. It's a fascinating competition. It's going to be exciting racing, I know it is. And I really, like most of the riders, can't wait for it to get started. And if we go and have a word with a few of them, I think you'll see exactly what I mean. A lot of riders here that we could have a word with today, but one rider that I know will be a little bit disappointed perhaps that, Paul Hurry, you finished 6 points behind the leaders.
Yeah, what a good day for me the first round, but I'll be hoping to make a few points up today, so I just have to see how it goes.
And I know that there's one thing that's been on my mind this week was the fact that you had a speedway accident last Monday night, I hear.
Yeah, I crashed at Reading twice. I damaged some nerves in my left leg, and I can't feel some of my toes, so hopefully it should be right today and give it 100%.
Well, as always, I think that sums up the character of some of the grass track riders here. But I know you're going to have a lot of local support. Do you really think that it's possible to make up these 6 points? Because the boys in front of you are obviously being tipped to do well today.
It's going to be an hard job, but hopefully I'll be able to go out there and do 100% and maybe do it.
Well, Paul, I'm obviously pleased to hear that your injuries weren't too bad that you sustained at Reading on Monday, and I think from all of us, the very best of luck.
Okay.
Well, obviously there was one man that we had to have a word with, and of course he's a man that's equal joint leader of the competition at the moment. In the solo class, of course, Steve Schofield. Steve, we know that you've ridden the Bonfire Burn-Up track here, the boarded circuit, Tunbridge, many times. In fact, you were the winner of the Burn-Up last year. Do you think that's going to favour you in any way?
No, not at all really. I mean, the track will probably be different today, and you know, a different set of riders and everything, and I was fortunate enough to get a good start and just kept my head down and kept going. But if I can do that 6 times today, I'll be more than happy.
Well, I think that's the big difference, isn't it? It's only 40% of the competition is over. Yes, you're leading it, but there is that 60% to go. We've got 4 more qualifying heats, then the semis and the finals. I mean, can I sort of, maybe in the interest of the viewers, actually ask you, what do you think of that setup?
Yeah, I think it's a good over 10 races, yeah, but it'd probably be good if you had maybe over 12, I suppose, so that each club who was running it got a fair crack at the whip. I don't know, but I think the system seems fair. I mean, it's over 10 races, 100 points, and I can't see anything really too drastically wrong with it.
No, and obviously we're going to be watching with interest today to put everybody's mind at rest. The machinery seems 100%.
I don't know yet. We've had a few problems actually with engines, so I've got to get out and have a few practices and see if they're going okay, but we've had a few problems.
Well, obviously a tough position, starting the second round being the one that everybody's going to try and catch. But Steve, obviously the very best of luck.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
There are a lot of riders that I could be speaking to this morning, but I'm trying to pick out the ones that I think are going to be most of interest. And one I've managed to find is Simon Cross. Simon, looking back at the history books, of course you were a winner down here at Tunbridge in the early days. Back in 1989 you won the Bonfire Burn-Up. Remember that one well?
Yeah, very well. It's one of the tracks that I enjoy, and it seems pretty fair for all the riders, so I'm sure we're going to have some good racing. I seem to enjoy myself here.
Well, obviously a very good first round. You finished in equal 3rd place, but the most important thing really is that you're only 2 points behind the 2 leaders.
Well, that's right. I mean, I'm sure I could have been at the top there, but for the weather at the first round. But you know, we look through the programme, we see Calvin never met myself or Steve in the first round, so he's got that to come. Pretty much he had the easy rides there, so we'll put that straight today.
Well, put it straight indeed, I'm sure you will. But obviously, Simon, it goes without saying there's going to be a lot of people watching this afternoon. A welcome return to Grasstrack, and we hope it's going to continue. And if I can push that point a little bit further, will you be doing the big meetings towards the end of the season?
Yes, I hope to be doing them, all depending on my commitments otherwise, but you know, hopefully I'll be looking to do some more, and especially next year I'll be taking up the grass track, a lot more interest in it.
Oh, that's good news, and I'm sure there's a lot of people going to be joining me in saying that's the sort of thing we want to hear. Simon, we wish you the very best of luck today.
Thank you.
We've had a chance to speak to quite a few of the riders in the pits, and one thing that I normally mention is the amount of the speedway riders that have returned to Grasstrack. It's great to see, and I'm sure the crowds do enjoy it. Equal top of the competition coming from the first round. Kelvin Tatum, great to see you here. You must be enjoying it.
Yeah, fortunately it's not raining, which is nice, and if the weather stays nice I shall enjoy it even more, but I'm looking forward to the day and I hope I have a good day.
Well, we hope that you do as well, and obviously looking at the points situation, an interesting competition really, when 40% of it is over one round, and now we've got 60% of it here at the final round. But you think those 2 points that you and Steve have both got are going to make a difference?
Well, I hope so. I don't think that we're safe by any manner of means, but I'm sure it'll be a real tough day. But you know, I'd rather have the 2 points in front rather than 2 points behind.
Well, that's very obvious, and of course, you've ridden this track many times before. Would you say it's the sort of track that does suit the speedway style riders?
It can do, yes. I think I'll be interested to see how I feel after practice, because the weather may have affected it. But certainly, when I've ridden here in the past, I think it's a sort of a speedway shape and must lend itself to speedway racing.
Well, Kelvin, obviously as always we hear some very good words from you. We wish you the very best of luck. 60% of the competition to go. It's going to be exciting. I know there's a lot of nervousness in the pits this morning, but the very best of luck to you.
Thanks very much.
Well, I'm sure one of the crowd's favourites in the sidecar class. I had to have a word with him. I won't say a disappointing first round, because Russell, it was very good points that you scored, but you're certainly not top of the sidecar class at the moment. Do you think that puts extra pressure on you for this second round?
Well, I'd like to have been maybe a couple of points nearer. Had a misfire in the last seat against Alan Blewett. I was leading that one. I was a bit disappointed with that, but certainly it's not won yet, and I mean there's 42 points to be had today for any one rider, so you know, only needs a little mishap and maybe we'll be there, you know. The track looks a bit slick at the moment. I just hope it's, you know, we get some drive out of it.
Well, of course, looking back at the big meetings they have here at Tunbridge, I mean that's nearly always the point that most sidecar drivers make, that finding grip here is so difficult. And looking at it, as you say, it looks very slick. We've had a lot of rain overnight. Do you think that's going to play a major part when we start getting into tyre choice and things like that?
Well, we've not really got a lot of tyre choice, have we, Jim? No, going back to the circuit, I mean, perhaps when the grass has come off, it's rolled after practice. Nice bit of sun on it, perhaps we'll get some grip. I mean, most sidecar competitors have changed the setups of the bike just for this one track to suit the tyres as well, and who knows really, it could be a whole bit different ball game.
I'll tell you what, if he wins it I shall be bloody chuffed at bollocks for him.
Are we allowed to cut that bit out? Well, Russ, wish you the best of luck. We're looking forward to an exciting competition this afternoon. It really looks like being one of the best Masters we've had, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. At least we got the second round this year, Jim, anyway.
Thanks, Russ. Well, obviously we've talked about the setup of this competition many times, but when you look at the sidecar competition, really 4 rounds already, and we know what the point situation is, and sitting in second place at the moment, Gary Jackson, 3 points behind. Disappointed with that?
No, only 3 points, not very much, 42 to be had today, so no, it's very close, so 3 points is nothing.
Well, that's a very positive attitude, Gary, and I know that you have approached the sport with a positive attitude this year. And, you know, really, I've got to say that the one thing I've watched very closely this year is that we got used to you being the man that rode the outside flags. Now you're actually holding it a bit tighter.
Yeah, I'm riding both, I think, really. I mean, I only ride the outside because usually that's the only line that's left. So you go for the outside. I like to attack all the time. I won't sit back and wait. So if the outside's there, I'll take it. If the inside's there, I'll take that. It doesn't matter, I'll go either way.
Well, a super competitor, Gary, and of course, Kevin, I've got to bring you in really because I know that you've had some super rides with this guy, and you must be as keen as all the competitors today.
Oh, I think so. I feel that my career may be coming to, not an abrupt close, but coming to that twilight years, and to see Gary going so well has been excellent this year. It encourages me to do more as opposed to let me sit back and say, oh, well, I'll let it slide. He really is a talent. I've known that, and that's why I'm here.
Well, excellent words, Kevin, and I totally agree with all of them, because I think that, you know, we are in for an exciting competition this afternoon with the sidecars. It only remains really for me to say the very best of luck to both of you.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
One interview that really I had to have this morning was to the man that's leading the sidecar competition at the moment. I say leading, but of course we've just heard from Gary Jackson that 3 points he feels is not very much. Roger, you wish you had a bigger margin perhaps?
Oh, by all means. 10 points isn't really enough in this end of the competition, because at the first round there's 28 points to be had, and at this round there's 42. So any sort of deficit can be made up, you know, if you have a bit of a hiccup somewhere along the line.
Well, obviously we know you've got an excellent pedigree with this circuit. I remember the years sort of 87, 88, 89 where you got those 3 burn-up titles straight after each other. Do you think that that's in the mind of a lot of the other riders, that you can ride this circuit?
Well, no, I think they're probably remembering the bonfire burn-up last year where I didn't finish. No, it's Ivor Matthews and Gary Moon and 1 or 2 others have made a bit of a rod for my back, because they've showed that they can do well on their type of equipment. So because of the advent of trials or speedway tyres, we're trying to emulate them in a half measure, so that we're actually riding Grasstrack bikes which are set up like speedway bikes, and to be quite honest, at the moment it's doing my head in.
Well, I'm looking around the pits actually, there's so much changing going on this morning, but obviously as we know that this track can also change, can't it? As the weather dries out, we had so much rain last night, as it dries out it's going to be more like a speedway circuit.
Well, that's true, and it looks like it is going to dry. Now, I watched the weather forecast closely, and I set up because I thought it was going to rain, and that's what the panic is now, that it doesn't appear that it's going to, and it's going to be a bit close and furious, I think.
Well, fast and furious it is. Roger, I know you're very keen to get on. Wish you the very best of luck. Obviously, a big mountain to climb, but we'll hopefully we'll be seeing you later in the day.
Thanks, Jim.
But it looks like he's going to rush you back all afternoon. We start off with a new face of the Masters from Bristol, probably nice and Bristol, Jason Hightower. Alongside him, we have my part of the world, who last week was back riding all 3 classes again, where he used to be, David Perry. And mixes Shell and Grasstrack, Sean Tacey. Alongside him, the man who does all the long distance travelling from Middlesbrough, Colin Earl. Come on, you can do better than that. Alongside him, the man on his birthday last week, 31 years old, Trevor Eden. Shale and Grassman, Colin White. You're only 20, John. You're going to have old friend of the Masters, Rob Fortune. Alongside him, Robbie Fuller. And then number 4, almost standing to attention, is Peter Lloyd. The man with the Wolves jacket on, it has to be number 10, it has to be Tony Aitken. Alongside him, number 95, Jason Handley. Number 844, Vince Kinchin. Another local, number 33, Chris Trenton.
Cheers, right?
And a man who certainly isn't a local, all the way up from Cornwall, Dean Garton. Cornish man. Alongside here, number 86, European Grasstrack finals this year, Paul Hurry. And alongside him, an old friend of the Masters, super to see you. Well done, Jan, nice to see you with us. Jeremy Doncaster, ladies and gentlemen.
Done too many of them.
Too many. This time we won one then.
It's about time, yeah.
Right alongside here, Swindon Speedway man, Glenn Cunningham. And another Cornishman, number 7, Gary Long. Another man I'm pleased to see in good form, 167, Mark Seabright. And number 50, another one of these quick men from the Bristol area. I don't know where they're all coming from, but there's a lot of them about at the moment. Andy Sell. And alongside him, number 230 from Yeovil, Andy Parker. And from Worcester, 179, Simon Gittings. Man who missed the first round because he managed to dislocate his shoulder the night before. Number 97, Justin Elkins. Number 21, the British 350 champion, Tommy Parler. Number 9, nice to see, Mitchell Gordon making his first appearance in the Masters. I'm sure it won't be his last. Alongside him, one of the rare number of people who actually won the Masters, number 14, Simon Cross. Alongside him, a guy that all Kent would like to see win the Masters, Trevor Banks. Number 70, it's Clayton Williams. Number 34, the man who had such a good first round, Steve Bishop.
He was a farm record man.
And number 46, Will James.
Oh, cool, isn't it? It's like, hello, Steve Machine.
David Steve. This is the guy who always goes well here at Tunbridge. T-shirt as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Steve Schofield. Another rider, it's a pleasure to see with us. He's joined first place in the competition, Calvin Tatum.
thank you very much. Cheers.
Bridge and Colin Blackmore. Moving on to one that I'm sure is going to get a very big round of applause, the man that is possibly going to be able to do it today with the way the point situation is. Rider number 6, Russell Ing and Paul Urich. Moving on to rider number 7, I've got to say was hit with unfortunate luck at the first round, but we hope it's going to be a much better ride this afternoon. Rider number 7, it's Ken Lane and Mark Edwards.
Give me a start with this.
I think they're having trouble with the sizes here. Mark's decided he wants an extra large bouquet. As we move on, it's rider number 184, and they've certainly been putting in some good results at Tunbridge over the last couple of years. John Hiscock and Tony Bannister. Well, crew number 149 have certainly put in some better results this year, and I'm sure they're pleased with that. We'll see how they go today. Number 149 is Len and Ray Foreman. Outfit number 58, and we move on down the line, is of course Pete Dyer and Justin Westaway. Still more arguments about the size of these t-shirts, I'm sure. Now we've got the next two, mate, if you like. Of course, I'll look at it again if you want me to. Oh, sorry. 58, Pete Dyer and Justin Westaway. We move on to outfit number 4, and a new name in the Masters scene this year. And of course, he's joined by a very experienced passenger. It's number 4, Dave Penfold and Paul Randall. A little bit of local support, I think, for that crew. We move on, and the first of our reserve crews, he did get a ride in the first round, so he has got some points, but not many, I've got to say. Number 1, of course, is Craig Cheetham and Clyde Reynolds. To come today, and of course they hope it's going to be worthwhile. It's outfit number 90, and of course driver Phil Pittman, passenger Gary Lane. Outfit number 93, a change of passenger today for number 93. He's the second of our reserves, Andy Simons and Bob Frost. Outfit number 33, and I expect a bit of local support for this one from Grays, Colin Hutton and Tony Baisby. Well, I think I always say they probably are the furthest travelled all the way from Darlington. The father and son crew well up in the points. Outfit number 3, Alan and John Lewis. Somebody paid you to wear that hat, though.
Nobody's paying me not to wear it.
Outfit number 23, and I don't know what Gary's trying to tell us by wearing a hat like that. Nothing to do with the engineering that's gone into the bike, I hope. Of course, this is outfit number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams.
It's a gross size, is it? A gross size.
No, they only do extra large, they don't do gross, Kevin. We move on to outfit number 15, our defending British Masters champions from 1993, Ivan Matthews and Peter Jones. Outfit number 24, and I'm sure it's going to be really pleased because they do very well at the Tunbridge circuit, of course, over the years. It's outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles.
I want a massive one.
You won't believe the arguments that are going on outside these t-shirts. We move on to outfit number 13, and of course he's saying at the moment the reason he's going so well is due to this electronic ignition he's got. Well, we'll see if that happens again today. Suffering with a very, very bruised ankle. Number 13 is John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Outfit number 2, one of the drivers that has one of the best pedigrees in this competition. We wonder what's going to happen this year. Steve Smith and Keith Wall. Ace Deer and Andy Orchard.
Now we've run out of t-shirts.
This is where Ray gets very, very embarrassed because he's got 6 more gentlemen standing here waiting for t-shirts and he hasn't got any. He promises me that he's going to send for more in the post, but somebody got their figures wrong. So baseball caps come out now. We've got outfit number 55, a rider that I'm going to be watching with interest. Had a win down here, the only other win to be seen in Tunbridge this year. Of course it is Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby.
I know you. Normally when you've had a beer, you get busy.
Well, he's marked himself at the end of the lineup, but he's certainly leading in points. He has just a 3-point advantage. Top of the tree, it is number 51, Roger Misa and Shane Lapham. Well, just one more crew to introduce to you, another crew that have had a long, long way to travel, but we're glad to see them here and competing in the Masters Championships. Outfit number 69, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Morlays. Well, as Ray gives out the last of the hats and the t-shirts, etc., you'll see the
Reading and then for Ipswich. He goes in this one, Ron Fortune. Doing the World Long Track, Will James who did the European and the World Long Track, and Will James back here to make the best start. Doncaster out in front. And Jerry Doncaster there now, the pressurised looks one to the far side, and we pulled Jeremy's leg at the present stage until he's starting 1-1. Do you remember it? So that third place with Ron Fortune coming through to take Will James now back and forth. Andy Sellis fifth. Out in front left is number 6. Jeremy Doncaster with the coming up into the action as well. Look at Andy Sell down on the knee, going round through into 4th place ahead of Will James. 140 just ahead of him. Back a little way now as Jeremy Doncaster pulls away from the field. Wow, tremendous first out. Number 33, Chris Tripp, and then Simon Gidding. In 2nd place, number 2, Calvin Tatum. In third place, number 5, Rob Fortune. In fourth place, number 46, Will James. In fifth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. In sixth place, number 33, Chris Tritt. In seventh place, number 179, Simon Gittings. And the winner's time, 1 minute 22.74. 1 minute 22.74. Number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In third place, number 25, Trevor Banks. In fourth place, number 34, Steve Fisher. In fifth place, number 17, Clayton Williams. In sixth place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. In seventh place, number 167, Mark Seabright. And in eighth place, number 419, David Perry. Winner speed of 63.25 miles per hour. Number 98, Glenn Cunningham, continue his winning ways. So in first place, number 98, Glenn Cunningham. In second place, number 10, Tony Aitken. In third place, number 95, Jason Handley. In fourth place, number 7, Gary Long. In 5th place, number 61, Robbie Fuller. 6th place, number 31, Colin White. 7th place, number 16, Dean Gart. No 8th finish, winner's time 1 minute 22.12. We have a correction to the results of race 3. There was a suggestion that there had been some passing on the yellow flags, and the clerk of the course has consulted with the marshals, and we have revised results for race 3. In 1st place, number 98, 2nd place, number 10, 3rd place, number 95, in 4th place now, number 31, Colin White, in 5th place, number 7, Gary Lobb, and in 6th place, number 61, Robbie Fuller, in 7th place, number 16. There we go, they break on the far side. Trevor Eden making a good start. And Colin Earl is one of those big wide charges that he's famous for. And Simon Cross inches through, so it's Simon Cross in front. Colin Earl right on his elbow, so it's Simon Cross who won the European Grasstrack title back in 1980. Simon Cross. Colin Earl right on his elbow. Peter Lloyd coming up in the 3rd. Trevor Eden now in 4th place, but on the far side then it's Simon Cross, seeming to put very little effort into this, but look at all the effort Simon Cross seems to be able to do it without all that hard work. Peter Lloyd still in 3rd place, but Colin Earl, a much improved rider this year, really going well. Won his first national at the Dumbledon Dazzler. That is a wealth of experience on the grass. So it's Simon Cross then that leads as they go into the back. Colin Earl in 2nd place, Peter Lloyd behind him. And number 97, Justin Elkins, and then Trevor Eden in behind him. So on the far side then, Simon Cross inches away, almost imperceptibly pulled away from the opposition. Head to the checkered flag. First time out there for Simon Cross. Colin Earl in 2nd place. Peter Lloyd in 3rd. In 4th is Justin Elkins. In 5th is Trevor Eden. In 6th is Vince Kinchin. And behind him, number 11, David Steen. And then number 230, Andy Parker. The results then of race 4 as follows. In 1st place, number 14, Simon Cross. In 2nd place, number 172, Colin Earl.
Wow, that's right.
In 3rd place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. In 4th place, number 97, Justin Elkins. In 5th place, number 19, Trevor Eden. In 6th place, number 844, Vince Kinchin. 7th place, number 11, David Steen. And in 8th place, number 230, Andy Parker. And the winner's time, 1 minute 21.65. 1 minute 21.65. 62.46 miles per hour. 62.46 miles per hour.
Points into the solo class, and interesting to see that now we don't have 2 joint leaders from those first round results. Steve Schofield now 2 points ahead of Kelvin Tatum and Simon Cross. So that competition certainly starting to develop and become very interesting indeed. Trevor Banks now 4 points behind that 2nd place, but as we look to the sidecar competition, we get underway with our first race of the day for the sidecars, and has all the preparation worked as we see Rob Wilson making the best of the starts as they get in that first bend. And interestingly enough, I can see that Ivor Matthews has brought his Grasstrack bike out, so feeling much more comfortable with that. He did practice with the Speedway style outfit, and he's come out on his grass outfit. So as we start the sidecar competition, we've got Rob Wilson going very wide on that bottom bend as Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones with a tremendous pedigree at this circuit. They really have had some great rides and great results here at Tunbridge. They're starting to develop into quite a strategy first race of the afternoon. Look at Roger Meester coming through on the inside. He's got through Ivor Matthews. He's now on the inside of Rob Wilson. All 3 of those outfits together in this bottom bend. As we see, the sidecar competition is going to be very, very hot this afternoon. Roger Meester and Shane Lapham get to the front there as they go into the top bend. Ivor Matthews still looking for that 2nd place. Rob Wilson wants that 2nd place as well. As he goes down the main straight, Peter Jones trying to get every inch of power out of that machine for Ivor Matthews. As you go into this bottom bend, Rob Wilson has got into 2nd again, but he's gone very, very wide. I think that Ivor Matthews is going to get the advantage, and look at Steve Smith coming through now. Steve Smith has worked his way through after a disastrous start. He's got himself up into third place and he's already looking for second. As Roger Leaser and Shane Lapham start to pull away going down that back straight. That's certainly where the power seems to be paying off for Roger Measer, going down that back straight. Into this bottom bend again, you can see that Steve Smith is having a challenge for that second place. Ivor Matthews desperately hanging on to it, but Roger takes a win. Ivor Matthews gets second place, but only just on the line from Steve Smith and Keith Wall. Rob Wilson, the early leader, back in fourth place. What a cracking way to start the sidecar competition. We knew it was going to be tough, but did you expect a race like that first time out? Official result of race 5 in your programme, the first of the sidecar competition, and it's 10 points. Oh, I should say, I've been doing a solo competition, haven't I? 7 points, of course, to the winner of the sidecar races. And race 5, the official result reads as a win for number 51, Roger Measer and Shane Lapham. In second place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. In third place, outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. Fourth place going to number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Fifth place there, number 69, and sixth place, number 149. The winning time, 1:30.94, 1:30.94. That equates to a speed of 56.08 average miles per hour. With maximum points, once again, for Roger Measer. Ivor Matthews in great form by the look of it, finishing in second place on 5 points. And Steve Smith, who really wasn't happy with his performance up at Severn Valley. He finished overall on 15 points, so I'm sure he'll be pleased with this competition starting in that way. We get underway with the second race of the sidecar competition, and in action this time we have got Rustling outfit number 6, and it's Russell that gets the front, or does he? That looks like Colin Hutton has got to the front as they get round that first corner. John Halsey pushing hard on the back wheel of Rustling. The Rustling going after outfit number 33, Colin Hutton and Paul Baisby. Well, as they come up past me, we're looking to see Rustling come through on the inside, and indeed he does. Rustling gets to the front as they go into this top bend. John Halsey pushing for that second place now, as Colin Hutton is starting in a second, but John Halsey goes through on the inside. Jason Glennie working hard on the back of John Halsey, trying to get as much drive as he possibly can for his driver as they come out of that bottom bend. Watch to see the passengers move back. They try to get the drive on the back wheel to get that outfit powering down the straight. Well, Rustling is not comfortably in the lead at the moment. He has got the lead, but John Halsey pushing him hard. Of course, you can see the battle going on for third place. That's Gary Jackson back in third now as he got round Colin Hutton. Oh, as he gets round the outside of Colin Hutton, hadn't realised that Gary Jackson was that far back, and Rustling has lost the lead as they go into the last lap. John Halsey and Jason Glennie looked like they were going to go for the lead, and they've come through on the inside. So they get in front of Rustling as they go down that back straight. Well, we knew that John Halsey's outfit was going quicker at this moment in time, and he's proving it once again as he goes round that bottom bend, locks it in tight, doesn't want to lose that position as he comes to the line. It's going to be a win for outfit number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Rustling and Paul Urich get second, and Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams finish in third. Not the afternoon off for outfit number 13. It's John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place, outfit number 6. He was the leader for so long, Rustling and Paul Urich. In third place, outfit number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Fourth place, number 33, Colin Hutton and passenger Tony Baisby. In fifth place, outfit number 58, and sixth place, number 55. The winning time, 1:32.17, 1:32.17, that equates to 55.33. The average speed that they were travelling as we look to race 7, and we're underway already with race 7. The last of the first lines for the sidecars, and looking perhaps for Alan Blewett to come through. He gets to the front as they go into that first bend. Reg and Colin Blackmore were up there as well, but it's Ken Lane and Mark Edwards who are up in the second as they come out of that first bend. Well, Reg and Colin Blackburn certainly still fighting it out for that third place. John Hiscock trying to come through as well, but to the front is Alan and John Blewett. Oh, they've gone very, very wide on this bottom bend. Ken Lane holds a much, much tighter line. Oh, Dave Penfold working his way through at the back of the field. A good flat now for that half 56th place. As we look to the front, Alan and John Blewett. As they come into this second round. They were on 22 points from the first round, so this is going to do them the power of good if they can hold this win in front of Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. Reg and Colin Blackburn still there in third place, but now under pressure from John Hiscock. Roger Meese's outfit, it's that back straight that looked good for him. The same thing is happening for Alan and John Blewett. They seem to be able to get it straight very quickly coming out of that top bend. And it's down the back straight, they certainly look the quickest. Well, John Hiscock now closing up on Ken Lane for that second place. So I wonder if we're going to see a challenge on the last bend for that second spot. Alan and John Blewett don't remind them being tall, but John Hiscock has caught Ken Lane. He tries to go through on the inside of him, lets him know that he's there. Ken Lane knows if he goes wide this time, John Hiscock's going to come through on the inside of him. Well, he does just that. A brilliant last bend from John Hiscock. He gets second place. For the win to start the day for Alan and John Blewett. Race 7 in your programme, the last of the first round rides. A win for outfit number 3, Alan and John Blewett. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bemister. And in third place, outfit number 7, Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. Fourth place was taken by number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. Fifth was outfit number 90, and sixth place, number 4. The winning time, 133.24. That equates to 54.70. So 133.24 this time. We have now just 3 winners from that first round. Roger Meese gets maximum points. John Halsley increases his overall points tally with a maximum first time out. And Alan and John Blewett.
5, Trevor Banks on 42. Number 34, Steve Bishop on 41. Number 86, Paul Hurry on 40. So race 8 on the line. Trevor Banks goes in this one. So does Clayton Williams. So does Kelvin Tatum. It's all going to be about gating, and it looks like Kelvin Tatum nearly got there, but not quite, because it's Trevor Banks who hits the field for the first time. Hard on his heels, taking up the line. Kelvin Tatum looking for the front. It's Tatum in front. Trevor Banks in second. Steve Bishop in third. Clayton Williams in fourth. Trevor Eden in 5th place, tucked in behind. And the race breaking up into 2 halves now as we look across to the far side. And it's Kelvin Tatum then. So many great successes on the Speedway circuit. So Kelvin Tatum then from Trevor Banks, and still a battle going on for that second, third place. So Trevor Banks got away from him, but second place. Kate Williams in 4th. In 5th place is Trevor Eden. In 6th place is David Perry, and behind him Simon Giddings. Well, Clayton Williams, as I said, with a lot of work to do, didn't have a very happy day mechanically in Seven Valley. Blew up his station. But here's a man really flying. It's Kelvin Tatum and Lee's going to go on. Steve Bishop gets through, and Steve went with a good round. Up at Seven Valley, is closing all the time. He's got ahead now of Trevor Banks. Clayton Williams still in 4th place. But down the back straight, it's Kelvin Tatum still with the advantage. Steve Bishop mounts the challenge, but surely he can't put that down. Or can he? Tatum then goes for the flag. Kelvin Tatum is to win. Steve Bishop in 2nd place. Trevor Banks in 3rd. Clayton Williams in 4th. Trevor Eden's going to get that 5th spot, and David Perry comes through to 6th. Gets ahead of Simon Giddings, and behind him Robbie Fuller. In 1st place, number 2, Kelvin Tatum. In 2nd place, number 34, Steve Bishop. In 3rd place, number 25, Trevor Banks. In 4th place, number 17, Clayton Williams. In 5th place, number 19, Trevor Eden. In 6th place, number 419, David Perry. In 7th place, number 179, Simon Giddings. And in 8th place, number 61, Robbie Fuller. And the winning time was 1 minute 22.4, an average speed of 61.81 miles per hour. Let's quickly run through those numbers again. 2, 34, 25, 17, 19, 419, 179 and 61. Race 9 on the line. Gary Lobb, I think it was, trying to go through the tapes. Looks like race 9 ready to go again. Hell of a while, they get away, he's going to make the best of the starts. Well, it's Simon Cross up the inside, I think. Jeremy Doncaster on in front. Simon Cross on his heels, Direction in third, then Will James, then Colin White. So then, Simon Cross in second place, tigering away there, trying to close up on the Jeremy Doncaster in front of him. But it looks to me as though we've got Jeremy Doncaster on one of his circuit days. Really enjoying it well. Look at Simon Cross. Cross goes down. Simon Cross goes down on the top band. So it's Jeremy Doncaster then. On his own, we have a red flag. A red flag.
No, I don't think that's lucky really when it all goes down there, it's not the void. It's nice for them to experience, but that's what that's the ring somebody who after a film like that. So Chris when that's good, it's tough beat, so when you come into this
Simon Cross up on his feet, explaining to Jeremy Doncaster just what went wrong. So here we go then, race 9 on the start line again, they get away. Jeremy Doncaster again making a good start. Breaking away from Jeremy Doncaster. The winner of the Masters and the European Grasstrack Championship, and Simon Cross is riding his wheel tracks once again. So then, that Simon Cross is challenging. Well, what a fighter is Simon. Okay, pulling out on the far side, but Simon Cross on the inside. Jeremy Doncaster looks over his shoulder. In third place, it's Colin White as they went past us. Well, you may have seen that conversation between Simon Cross and Jeremy Doncaster. I'm quite sure what it was. Perhaps Jeremy was saying, follow where I go, you know. I don't think it was somehow. Here we go then, Jeremy Doncaster still with the advantage, but Simon Cross coming up, ever closer up the inside. Colin White split third, Tony Aitken in fourth, then Gary Long, and then back a little way to number 33, Chris Trenton. And look at Simon Cross, the drive he got off that bend, really shot into the lead. So Simon Cross out in front then, Jeremy Doncaster in second place. So Simon Cross leads as they go into the last lap. Jeremy Doncaster in second. Still in third, Colin White, and still behind him, Tony Aitken. And well, Simon Cross now, that fall seems to have done him no harm whatsoever. Maybe a little bit of subjective pride, but my word is showing us just how good a Grasstrack rider is. So it's Simon Cross then, who's going to win. Simon Cross, Jeremy Doncaster in second place. In third place, Colin White. In fourth place, Tony Aitken. In fifth place, Gary Long. And in sixth place, number 33, Chris Trenton. The results then of race 9 as follows. In first place, number 14, Simon Cross. In second place, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. In third place, number 31, Colin White. In fourth place, number 10, Tony Aitken. In fifth place, number 7, Gary Lobb. In sixth place, number 33, Chris Trenton. No other finishers. A time of 1 minute 22.71. 1 minute 22.71, an average speed of 61.66 miles per hour. Let's run through those numbers again. They read 14, 6, 31, 10, 7 and 33. 122.71, 61.66 miles per hour. Race 10 coming up. Justin Elkins, number 97, going in place of number 71, Peter Reed. And Andy Sell's place being taken by number 9, Mitchell Godden. So, who else goes? Paul Hurry, Colin Earl, Vince Kinchin, Peter Lloyd, Jason Handley and Rob Fortune. Looking across to the far side. Paul Hurry sitting on 40 points. I'm sure he'll be very keen to have a win here. And Rob Fortune making a good start. If we look across the far side, it's Rob Fortune and Paul Hurry as they come round the side. But Paul Hurry out in front. And Rob Fortune and Colin Earl side by side. Peter Lloyd in fourth place. And looking across to the far side, That's the way it remains, but look at that struggle for second place. On the tail track. Paul Hurry and front, Colin Earl comes through in a second. Rob Fortune now in third, Peter Lloyd in fourth. Well, Colin Earl sitting in second spot is an all-action performer. He really does go for it. That's to cover tremendous mileages across next Friday off to come down here. Took him almost all day in the traffic. So Paul Hurry then still out in front, Colin Earl in second. Rob Fortune still with that third spot, but it's under attack. So on the far side, Paul Hurry there goes on the second place. Beautiful tight journey from Paul Hurry as they go into the last lap. Wider line from Colin Earl in second place, then Rob Fortune, and then tucked in behind him, Jason Handley going well here.
You gotta look round it.
Well, we look across to the far side. It's number 86. It's Paul Hurry. Powering on. Victory then for the man from Mason, Paul Hurry. Colin Earl in second place. Rob Fortune in third. Jason Handley behind him. And number 97, Justin Elkin. The results then of race 10 as follows. In first place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, number 172, Colin Earl. In third place, number 5, Rob Fortune. In fourth place, number 95, Jason Handley. In fifth place, number 97, Justin Elkins. In sixth place, number 844, Vince Kinchin. And in seventh place, the only other finisher, number 9, Mitchell Godden. And the time, 1 minute 23.74. 1 minute 23.74, 60.90 miles per hour. 60.90 miles per hour. 172, 5, 95, 97, 844 and 9. And one Steve Dewison and Dave Ward down there in front of us enjoying in the sport. At least I think they're enjoying it. They've got a glass in their hands. Nice to see you fellas. So race 11 gets away then on the far side. And Steve Schofield goes in this one. Look at this. So easily through to the four. Everybody else is really struggling. Steve Schofield who emerges from the pack. Sean Tacey in second spot, so that's good to see after that tumble. But Steve Schofield looks quickly over his shoulder, sees the opposition receding somewhat in the distance as he comes around the top end once again. And it's Steve Schofield and the full speedway man. Really showing us how good he can be. David Steen up in the second, Glenn Cunningham in third. These two having a good scrap for that second spot. Glenn Cunningham trying to find his way through, but the Swindon Speedway only just getting up alongside the man from Zimbabwe. So out in front there, Steve Schofield. Well, I said before, how really well he rides this track here. Glenn Cunningham gets through the second, Dave Steen out in third, Sean Tacey in fourth, Tommy Palmer in fifth. Really, as an unhappy Dean Garton goes by, there's only one man in this race. Out in front, Steve Schofield really pulling away from the opposition here. So Steve Schofield, from Glenn Cunningham, still keeping the pressure on. Then David Steen, then Sean Tacey, then Tommy Palmer, then Mike Dowling, and then Mark Seabright. On the little way back to an unhappy Dean Garton, the Cornishman from Hale, obviously in problems. Steve Schofield comes off the bench, called the last time. Steve Schofield is then who wins. Glenn Cunningham's going to get that second spot. David Steen's going to get third. Sean Tacey gets fourth, and in fifth place, Tommy Palmer, then Mike Dowling, and then Mark Seabright. The results then of race 11, the last race in the second leg of the solo competition here this afternoon. In first place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 98, Glenn Cunningham. In third place, number 11, David Steen. In fourth place, number 51, Sean Tacey. In fifth place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. In sixth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. And in seventh place, number 167, Mark Seabright. And the winner's time was 1 minute 22.35. 1 minute 22.35, an average speed of 61.93. 61.93. That completes, as I said, the second leg of the solos. Over the page we go to race 12 and across to Jim to go to the sidecar.
To the sidecar competition. Well, as we look to the second rides, Steve Smith had a good ride first time out. He goes again in this one against Ivor Matthews. And John Halsey, who had a win first time out. Away we go, and it is John Halsey and Jason Glennie that get to the front as they go into that first bend, pursued by Ivor Matthews, and Steve Smith is there on the outside as well. So with a first ride win for John Halsey and Jason Glennie, things look to be going in the right direction, certainly for John Halsey and Jason Glennie this afternoon. Ivor Matthews holding a brilliant tight line on that bottom bend. He really has got these tight lines where it's out, but the outfits that have been forced to go wide do appear to be getting around the bends a little bit quicker than Ivor Matthews. Steve Smith trying to get that second place to go down that back straight, working hard on that outfit to get into that second spot. But again, watch how Ivor Matthews hugs a really, really tight line. Everybody else drifts out, but Ivor Matthews does come through tight once again. John Halsey and Jason Glennie are doing the points quickly in between the first leg rides, and they are moving up from the 9th place that they were in before they started the competition, or the second half of the competition I should say, of course, this afternoon. And by my reckoning they've got themselves up into equal 6th place from that first ride, so you can see how quickly the positions change. And when I talk about positions changing, it's Steve Smith's going to go for the win in this second ride. He's pushing hard on John Halsey. John, I'm sure, is aware that he's there now as they come into this bottom bend. Steve Smith looks for the outside line as they start to come towards the line. John Halsey has put it almost sideways, and Steve Smith is going to take it. Steve Smith takes the win. John Halsey gets second. Ivor Matthews gets third. Well, I'm sure John Halsey and Jason Glennie would have felt they were sailing home to another win. But tremendous riding once again from Steve Smith. So the official result of race 12, the first of our second leg rides. A win for outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In second place, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Third place, outfit number 15, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Fourth place taken by number 33, and of course is Colin Hunt. Fifth place, number 58, and sixth place, number 4. The winning time, 1:30.52, 1:30.52, the speed, 56.34. 56.34 the speed then, as we transfer those points once again into the overall points chart. Steve Smith steadily working his way through, now puts his overall points tally up to 26 points. And of course is very unofficially, by my reckoning, that we watch to see what happens in race 13. What a lineup we've got for race 13. Roger Meese, who had a win first time out. Rustling, who had that second place first time out. And Gary Jackson, a disappointing third place first time out. I'm sure he will be wanting to score well this time. So we watch with interest as they get underway for race 13. As they come past me, it looks as if Roger Meese has made the start. Gary Jackson and Rustling have gone together into that second place into the first bend. Gary Jackson on the outside, Rustling on the inside, but it's outfit number 51 that's got away. Roger Meese and Shane Lapham. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams have got themselves into that second spot and now look to be pushing hard for the lead perhaps as they come up past me. Rustling and Paul Urich back in third place. It's John Hiscock and Tony Bemister that are trying to close on them in that fourth place. But as we look through that back straight, Roger Meese looking over his shoulder. Knows he has some strong competition in this one. He knows now that it's Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams that will be pushing hard for that first place. Desperate to get some good points back on the board, Gary Jackson. And Rustling and Paul Urich still there in third place. They of course can't take it till comes to the John Hiscock closing all the time. But Roger Meese and Shane Lapham still have the lead. Gary Jackson again closes on this bottom bend. That looks to be where he's slightly quicker. And I wonder if he can do it on this last lap. But look at the challenge going for this third place. John Hiscock desperately trying to get through on the inside. It's going to be an interesting last bend because we've got a challenge for first and second. I think we've got a challenge for third and fourth. As they go into that last bend. Roger Meese leading, but Gary Jackson closing all the time. Roger goes a little bit wide. You can see Gary Jackson has noticed that and gone for the inside, but Roger Meese takes it. Gary Jackson in second, Rustling hands on to that third place. John Hiscock in fourth. So, race 13, a win for outfit number 51, Roger Mesa and Shane Lapham. In second place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Third place, outfit number 6, Rustling and Paul Urich. In fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bemister. And fifth place, number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. Sixth place, outfit number 90, and the winning time, 130.71. 130.71, the speed, equating to 56.22. 56.22, that equivalent time. As we again add the points over into the master points chart. Mind you again, of course, that the points do get carried all the way through. Alan and John Blewett had a win first time out. Rob Wilson, you remember, had that disappointing ride. He was leading when he started his race, but dropped back and got a fourth place. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards, we thought that when he went over the line, he did actually have a bit of a misfire. We wonder if he's discovered what that was.
Your favourite place, Joe, innit?
Well, the revs go up and we go once again for race 14. It's Ken Lane that's made the best of the start. There's problems for Alan and John Blewett. Well, that really is a great shame to see Alan and John Blewett pulling off into the centre of the circuit. I can't quite see what the problem is. It may be a chain that they've lost. But what a great shame that was after a tremendous start to the afternoon. But let's go with the action because Ken Lane is out in front. He made a very good start and he indeed has stayed at the front as he comes past us. Jerry Adams in second, Rob Wilson holding third. Lennon Ray Foreman in fourth place at the moment, but Rob Wilson perhaps challenging for that second place. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards, if it was a misfire they had first time out, they seem to have cured it this time as they come round that bottom bend leading. Now from Rob Wilson and Tony Miles in second place. Or are they? Jerry Adams, a very good bottom corner. He's still trying to hang on to that second place, but Rob Wilson closing the door on him. He goes into that top bend. Problems for Lennon Ray Foreman by the look of it on that top corner. But as now you can see Rob Wilson is starting to close on Ken Lane. Oh, Ken Lane starts to go, and Ken Lane has put it sideways in the middle of that bend. It means that Rob Wilson has taken the advantage and come through on the inside. Into the last lap, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles go to the front as they go round that top bend. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards are still there in second. But Jerry Adams is pushing hard for that second place as well and goes through on the inside. Oh, an interesting last bend as Jerry Adams being able to hold it tight on this bottom bend. Rob Wilson drives hard and takes the win as he comes past us, but Jerry Adams, has he come through? He has! Jerry Adams gets through for second in front of Ken Lane, finishing in third place. Race 14, what a very disappointing sight that is to see Alan and John Blewett walking back to the pits. The official result though of race 14 reads as a win for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, outfit number 55, Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby. In third place, outfit number 7, Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. Fourth place, number 149, Lennon Ray Foreman. And fifth place, number 69, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlace. No sixth finisher there, the winning time 132.80, 132.80, an equivalent speed of 54.96.
Well then, race 15. David Steen, Will James, Vince Kinchin, Peter Lloyd, Dean Garton, David Perry, Simon Cross and Mike Dowling. And playing up David Steen doing a long track starting there, waiting to lay in the air. Simon Cross on the inside, David Steen with the advantage at the moment, but it's Simon Cross that comes through. David Steen in second, Vince Kinchin in third, Will James in fourth. So Simon Cross then. These days lives just outside of Incheon, couple of course of Clayton Williams. Riding his speedway as he has done most of his career with Cradley Heath. David Steen then still in second, Vince Kinchin in third. Up front it's Simon Cross heading out for victory here. So Simon Cross. Slight line from Vince Kitchen there. Peter Lloyd it is in fourth, Mike Dowling in fifth, then David Perry, and then Dean Garton. And certainly Dean Garton's had an unhappy afternoon here. The Cornishman's been going very well of late, but not having the best of luck today. Simon Cross leads the field and they go into their last lap. David Steve's got a long way back now with Vince Kitchen on his elbow, and then Peter Lloyd, and then Mike Dowling. Well, Peter Lloyd could close up on Vince Kitchen ahead of him. I wonder if we're going to see any changes on this last lap. But meanwhile, the leader is Simon Cross. So on his own now, way on his own as he gets to the second place. Victory then for Simon Cross. David Steve's going to get second, Peter Lloyd gets third, Vince Kitchen gets fourth, fifth place to Mike Dowling, sixth place to David Perry, and back a little way for the seventh place man. Not a happy man, Dean Garton. The results then of race 15 as follows. In first place, number 14, Simon Cross. In second place, number 11, David Steen. In third place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. In fourth place, number 844, Vince Kitchen. In fifth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. In sixth place, number 419, David Perry. And in seventh place, number 16, Dean Garton. No eighth finisher, a winning time of 1 minute 24.56, 1 minute 24.56.31. Meanwhile, race 16's on the line, they get away, we look across to the far side. Steve Schofield goes in this one, so does Glenn Cunningham. Not sure if we're going to see Steve Schofield up front, Glenn Cunningham on his heels, Colin Earl in third place, Sean Tacey in fourth, then Trevor Eden. Well, looking across to the far side, and Steve Schofield looks over his shoulder. That guy, Glenn Cunningham's just a little bit too close for comfort. I think Glenn Cunningham's second spot. Keeping the pressure on. Steve Schofield just moves away from it. Glenn Cunningham in trouble. Colin Orr moves into second spot. Cunningham in trouble. We don't know what the problem was. We couldn't see, but tragedy there for Glenn Cunningham, who's been riding so well and was coming up. Right out on his own now, from Colin Earl in second spot. In third place it's Colin White, in fourth place it's Sean Tacey, then Trevor Eden, then Mark Seabright, and then number 9, Mitchell Godden. So no Andy Sellout in this one. Beautiful action to see come off really have that feeling that no matter what the opposition does in this race, he's got it under control. So Steve Schofield then, and behind him a determined young man from Middlesbrough. And Colin Earl in turn looks over his shoulder and says, where is the opposition gone? So Steve Schofield way out in front then, going for another victory here this afternoon. Steve Schofield is going to win. Colin Earl in second place. Third place, going to go to number 31, Colin White. Fourth place to Sean Tacey. Fifth place to Mark Seabright. Sixth place to Trevor Eden, who was caught on the line by Mitchell Godden. Race 16 as follows. In first place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In second place, number 172, Colin Earl. In third place, number 31, Colin White. In fourth place, number 51, Sean Tacey. In fifth place, number 167, Mark Seabright. In sixth place, number 19, Trevor Eden. In seventh place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. And the winning time, 1 minute 23.32, 1 minute 23.32, an average speed of 61.21 miles per hour. Race 17 forming up on the far side. Justin Elkins goes in this one, Andy Parker as well, so there's 97 and 230 in place of 45 and 71. So here we go then, as we look across to the far side. Looks like Jerry Doncaster back in front. Brilliant attack on the first corner, but Steve Bishop is right there with him. Steve saw Jeremy leave a gap and Steve Bishop is out in front. Jeremy Doncaster in second place. Jeremy swaps line, tries to come up the inside. Is he going to make it? He does on the approach to the far end. Back in second. Doncaster in third. Jeremy won't go wide again. Lane Williams up into third place. Ron Fortune in fourth. But look at Steve Bishop, the Runk Bristol rider, keeping the pressure on Jeremy Doncaster. Well, Jeremy Doncaster is a tremendous performer. Well, we've seen him ride over the years. 7th place in the Masters last year. Steve Bishop, 2nd place. Rob Fortune, Trevor Banks and Clayton Williams all having a little bit of excitement amongst themselves down there. And Clayton Williams needs to notch up some points to improve on his result from Severn Valley when he had that major mechanical misfortune. Meanwhile, Jeremy Doncaster with the advantage. Steve Bishop in 2nd place. In 3rd place is Rob Fortune. In 4th place is Clayton Williams. In 5th place is Trevor Banks. Things pretty tight between that bunch as we see them go down the back straight. Clayton gets a little bit close to the board. So Jeremy Doncaster then goes for victory. Jeremy Doncaster it is, he's going to win. Steve Bishop in 2nd place. 3rd place for Rob Fortune. 4th place for Trevor Banks. 5th place for Clayton Williams. And behind him, number 21, Tommy Palmer. Results then of race 17 as follows. In 1st place, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. In 2nd place, number 34, Steve Bishop. In 3rd place, number 5, Rob Fortune. In 4th place, number 25, Trevor Banks. In 5th place, number 17, Clayton Williams. In 6th place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. And in 7th place, number 97, Justin Elkins. And the winner's time, 1 minute 23.08. 1 minute 23.08. That is 61.4 miles per hour. Those numbers again, 6, 34, 5, 25, 17, 21 and 97. Race 18 gets underway. And looking across to the far side, we're looking for Paul Hurry, we're looking for Paul Hurry back with the advantage at the moment. Paul Hurry pulls away from the opposition, but Kelvin Tatum is right back in the pack. No, we didn't see quite what happened to Kelvin Tatum on the start, but clearly he's got an awful lot of work to do, and he's sitting back in 7th place at the moment. So then Paul Hurry comes back. Paul Hurry from Maidstone, ahead of Jason Handley in 2nd place. Paul Hurry now really is pulling away from the opposition. Tony Aitken in 3rd, battling for that 2nd spot with Jason Handley. He's going to have the advantage there, but out in front, number 86. Paul Hurry, we're looking to see where Kelvin Tatum is, and Kelvin Tatum is working his way through the field. Gets through into 4th place now, just ahead of Gary Lobb. Gary Lobb tries to fight back on the exit for the bend, but it's Kelvin Tatum on his way, sitting in 4th place. Meanwhile, the leader, Paul Hurry, punches from our left, heads into the last lap, acting a wheelie. In 2nd place is Tony Aitken. And Kelvin Tatum up into 4th, but can he do anything about Jason Handley, who's sitting in 3rd spot at the moment? On the far side then, Paul Hurry goes on his way. And the flag goes out, and the first man to see it is number 86. It's Paul Hurry who wins, Tony Aitken in 2nd, Jason Handley in 3rd, Kelvin Tatum in 4th, Gary Long in 5th, in 6th, as we look across, number 33, Chris Tritton. Place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In 2nd place, number 10, Tony Aitken. In 3rd place, number 95, Jason Handley. In 4th place, number 2, Kelvin Tatum. In 5th place, number 7, Gary Lobb. In 6th place, number 33, Chris Tritton. In 7th place, number 179, Simon Gittings. And in 8th place, number 61, Robbie Fuller. And the winner's time was 1 minute 24.1. 1 minute 24.1, an average speed of 60.64 miles per hour. Let's run through those numbers again. 86, 10, 95, 2, 7, 33, 179 and 61. Time 1 minute 24.1, 60.64 miles per hour, and over the page to race 19, and we're back with the sidecar.
I've been looking back through those points charts, and what an interesting situation we've now got in the sidecars, because if you look at overall points, we've got on 26 points, number 2, 13 and 15, so they've pulled up through. That of course is Steve Smith, John Halsey and Ivor Matthews. But it's starting to change around a lot at the top, because Gary Jackson, Alan Blewett and Rustling having very mixed fortunes this afternoon, and the results going up and down all the time. So we watch with interest to see what happens in this third ride this afternoon. And as we look to race 19, it is Steve Smith that goes in this one against Alan and John Blewett, we hope, because they did pull out of their second ride, of course, and it's that crew that I think we're waiting for. You can see there's still a red flag down there on that start line. Steve Smith right on the inside this time. I don't know whether that has proved to be an advantage or disadvantage. Well, I can see John Blewett walking about, so obviously not a good situation. I don't know whether I can see a different bike being used perhaps for well, Alan and John Blewett certainly are using a different outfit. Oh, at long last have got it fired up, so if my memory serves me correctly from looking around the pits this morning, that other outfit was built a bit more on the design of the Speedway outfits, a slightly shorter wheelbase and a more rigid back end. I'm wondering if the track has dried out sufficiently that they feel now is the time to bring that into play, or whether their hand has actually been forced by the mechanical problems with their normal outfit. Well, whatever the situation, they are on the start line. That's the one thing that we are pleased to see. Start line for the start of race 19, and they make a very quick start. They come past me. It's Steve Smith that's made the best of the start, and it was Alan and John Blewett that were left on that start line. So Steve Smith and Keith Moore over the front as they go into that first bend. It's Chris Tyrrell that's got the chase in hand as he moved up into second place. Dave Penfold holding third at the moment, but Steve Smith and Keith Wall getting away from the rest of the field as they in fact have their own battle for that second place. Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlase going well in second, but Dave Penfold and Paul Randall closing on them all the time. Phil Pittman and Gary Lane are there in fourth place at the moment, but trying to come through on the inside. Will they make it this time? They indeed come through on the inside of Dave Penfold. That seems closing up again for that third place. Really, Steve Smith and Keith Wall, a disappointing first round for those two, but they're certainly making up for it today. Already with a win second time out, at this point third perhaps now, looking to see how well they're going in their first ride, but quite a gap opening up between them and second place Chris Tyrrell. One more lap to go for Steve Smith and Keith Wall, as I've now started to see that Alan and John Blewett have caught up to the back end of the field. Well, they know that they're desperate for points after missing out on that second ride. Looks to be picking off the back numbers now as they go down that back straight, but Pete Dyer's saying, no, you're not going to get those points off me. Alan and John Blewett go for it again, but as the checkered flag goes, another win for Steve Smith. He and Keith Wall take the win, and there's a change in second as Phil Pittman and Gary Lane have come through on the inside of Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlase. 19, a win for outfit number 2. It's Steve Smith and Keith Wall. Their second win this afternoon. In second place, outfit 90, of course, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. Third place, number 69, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlase. Fourth place, outfit number 4, Dave Penfold and Paul Ramble. And fifth place, number 3. Sixth place, number 58. The winning time, 128.87. 128.87 the time, 57.39 the equivalent speed. Craig Cheetham had been sitting there anxiously, noticing that Ken Lane had problems, so Craig Cheetham has taken his place quickly and come out. It's Rustling that's made the best of the starts, so we certainly should have a race on our hands this time as Rob Wilson's missed the start and he's at the 5th place at the moment. That's for Rob Wilson to do. Rustling and Paul Urich, though, knowing they needed to go well in this one, lead at the moment from outfit number 51, Roger Meester and Shane Lapham in second. I can now see that Craig Cheatham has tried to move through as well. It was Colin Hutton that went wide on that bottom bend. A great scrap going on for that 3rd, 4th and 5th place as 3 outfits together go past me. But there's also a battle going on for that 1st place as Roger Meester tries to close on Rustling. Craig Cheatham winning that battle for 3rd place, but Rob Wilson trying to go around the outside of him. Difficult to know where to keep your eyes because there's a battle for the front, there's also that battle for 3rd place as Rustling is really going well at the moment. He leads into that top bend once more. Roger Meester and Shane Lapham still there closely in 2nd place. Now they look to be very much closer as they go down the back straight. So will we see a challenge this time? Rustling will know that Roger Meester is there behind him. He knows he's got to keep it tight. As they come round that bottom bend, Roger Meester looks for the inside, but Rustling again closes the gaps. Well, he's holding it very tight on that top bend, and Roger Meester got close to his back wheel. That's not a problem for Roger Meester. Well, as he's slowing going down that back straight, Roger Meester has got problems with his outfit by the look of it. As Craig Cheatham has moved through on the inside and got up into 2nd place. Rustling and Paul Urich come for a win as they take the checkered flag. Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds get 2nd place, and Roger Meester does in fact finish in 3rd place, just in front of Rob Wilson. A win for Rustling and Paul Urich is outfit number 6 that go in 1st place. In 2nd place, outfit number 1. That of course is our reserve that came quickly out of the pits to take the place of Ken Lane. Number 1 is Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. In 3rd place, number 51, Roger Meester and Shane Lapham. 4th place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In 5th place, outfit number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. And 6th place, number 33, Colin Hutton. The winning time, 1:31.75, 1:31.75. An average speed of 55.59, 55.59. To race 21. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams go in this one. They had a 3rd place first time out. They followed that with a 2nd. Now what will they do? As equal to them, Ivor Matthews had a 2nd and a 3rd. We watch to see what happens. As I can see that Ivor Matthews has now come out on his Speedway style outfit. And already he's got straight to the front. Gary Jackson goes after him as he goes down that back. John Halsey has been going very, very quick this afternoon, up in 3rd place. So this one again promises to be a good one, as Ivor Matthews now showing that perhaps the track has dried out sufficiently for this Speedway style outfit to be brought into play. I'm sure that's going to be a pointer for the rest of them that have got the rigid back end frame sitting in the pit. They'll all be changing over for the 4th ride, I'm sure. But as we watch to see them go down the back straight, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams still holding 2nd. John Halsey and Jason Glennie still holding 3rd, but Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones getting away from them both as he goes past us once again. John Hiscock moving through into 4th place. John having a good afternoon, finished well up at 7th Valley, and he's showing exactly why he's right up in amongst the point scorers. Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones still going well, but John Halsey trying to go tight on Gary Jackson, and John Halsey has ridden a brilliant bottom bend. Has he got the legs to get on the inside? Gary Jackson leaves a bit of a gap, but he closes it as quickly as I say that, and John Halsey knows he's going to make a challenge on that last bend. He's been scoring steadily well this afternoon, and as we look to this bottom bend for the last time, that's where the battle is for that 2nd place. John Halsey looks for the wide line. Will he be quick enough? Ivor Matthews takes the win. Gary Jackson finishes in 2nd, and John Halsey in 3rd. Well, certainly the point situation I knew would change this time, and it's going to be a very interesting situation when I put the points in from these 3rd round rides. For outfit number 15, yes, it was a different outfit, but didn't the tactics pay off? Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones, of course, winning that one. In 2nd place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. In 3rd place, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. 4th place, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bemister. 5th place, number 55. 6th place, number 149. The winning time, 1:28.34. 1:28.34, a speed of 57.73.
Situation, Steve Schofield on 68, Simon Cross on 66, Calvin Tatum on 61, Paul Hurry on 60, Steve Bishop on 57, and they are away. Well, Paul Hurry back there, we're going to see who comes out, but it's Paul Hurry who comes out of that bend in front. Andy Parker up in the second place. It was Andy who led from the start. So Paul Hurry then. Moving away from the opposition. That looks like Steve Bishop started the third start and takes second spot as they come round the water once again. So it's Paul Hurry in front, it's Peter Lloyd in second. In third place, in fact, it's Colin White coming through, and Steve Bishop is further back than we thought, but it's Paul Hurry then across on the far side. Paul Hurry leads, Peter Lloyd in second, Colin Earl in third. In our fourth place, Colin White. Well, in this sort of opposition, you've got to keep the consistent results coming in. Andy Parker pulls out the middle of the circuit. The Paul Hurry there, all under control. Beautiful three-down sideways action from Paul Hurry. Still Peter Lloyd in that second spot, still Colin Earl in third, and Steve Bishop gets through to fourth, just ahead of Colin White. Well, Steve Bishop must be disappointed with that because he really needs to be a little closer to the front to maintain his challenge, but he's really going after that third spot now as they come round towards us. Victory then goes to number 86. It's Paul Hurry who wins. Peter Lloyd in second spot, Colin Earl third, Steve Bishop is fourth. In fifth place, number 31, Colin White. Behind him, Gary Lobb, then Will James. And Will James in trouble as they go across the finish line. The results of race 22 on your programme. In first place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, number 4, Peter Lloyd. In third place, number 172, Colin Earl. In fourth place, number 34, Steve Bishop. In fifth place, number 31, Colin White. In sixth place, number 7, Gary Lobb. And in seventh place, number 46, Will James. A winning time of 1 minute 23.39. 1 minute 23.39, which means 61.16 miles per hour. 61.16 miles per hour. Those numbers: 86, 4, 172, 34, 31, 7, and 46. So race 23 on the line. Simon Cross goes in this one, so does cousin Clayton Williams. Justin Elkins takes the place of Peter Reid, and we look across to the far side. Simon Cross in second spot from the start. In that tight line again, it's Simon Cross out in front. Clayton Williams right on his elbow in second place. So Simon Cross from cousin Clayton Williams in second spot as we look across to the far side. Clayton Williams on the new track. Simon Cross in the anti-frame. And it's an upright anti-frame of that. In third place of the go past us, Justin Elkins, and then tucked in behind him, Chris Tretton. So then it's Simon Cross. Pulling away from second place man Clayton Williams as we look across to the far side. Simon Cross in the challenge now. Still in third place is Justin Elkins. Fourth place is Chris Tretton. Trevor Eden coming up just behind him. And number 9 Mitchell Gordon out in this one as well. In that battle for third and fourth place, fourth and fifth place, Simon Cross leads as they go to the last one. Still Clayton Williams second, trouble for third place man Jason Hanley. Trevor Eden who inherits third place. So Trevor Eden now up into third. But the opposition closing right up at the corner as we look across the far side. But 2 out of Simon Cross. Simon Cross to win. Clayton Williams in second place. Trevor Eden should get that third place, or is he going to? He just does. And just behind him, Chris Tretton, I think, in fourth. Race 23 as follows. In first place, number 14, Simon Cross. In second place, number 17, Clayton Williams. In third place, number 19, Trevor Eden. In fourth place, number 33, Chris Tretton. In fifth place, number 61, Robbie Fuller. In sixth place, number 9, Mitchell Gordon. In seventh place, number 57, Stuart Dempsey. No 8th finishers. Winner's time, 1 minute 25.56. 1 minute 25.56. An average speed of 59.61. 59.61.